here we are. Peter Mandelson. Now, Peter Mandelson has managed to make things even worse than he could ever do. Raided by the police in both London and Wiltshire. Of course, living in Wiltshire at the home of Nat Rothschild, where he has been since 2014, living in a country house that was raided by the police. Lots of computers taken away from both addresses, boxes of items taken away. TMTB says, was he wearing his diapers? Peter's underpants were very odd. Nicola says she's disgusted, to be honest, with the whole thing. Well, Peter Mandelson is a disgusting wrong-un. He's a totally awful, bad man. Peter Mandelson has crossed the line. But what upset me in the last 24 hours was the Times newspaper. What on earth were the editors of the Times newspaper thinking? Why on earth did they not pulp their stupid magazine? They had over a week to get rid of it. We had a debate in Parliament. We had all sorts of revelations, and then we had the police turn up, and then the Times say, oh, we couldn't get rid of our magazine. It was too late. It wasn't too late. They could have changed their magazine on Tuesday. There was plenty of time for them to change it. And Katie Balls, who is considered quite a good journalist by many, what was she thinking, giving such a glittering, glowing interview with a man saying, he'd done some wrong and, he'd made a mistake. Well, Peter Mandelson should not be on the cover of the Times magazine on a Saturday and in an article saying, I've had a lot of bad luck, no doubt some of it of my own making. From Ambassador's Residence to Wiltshire Domesticity by Katie Balls. Well, Katie Balls, you really made a balls up of the whole thing, to be honest.